Hey everyone, Frater Metal here, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet. I got my electric types going on, I got them trained up. Actually, I trained them a little too much. If we can eventually, at some point, maybe see. Okay, it's level 42. You'll see I overlevel that thing, actually. I guess like last episode it was over leveled, it was level 48. It doesn't really matter. The iron treads is easy to beat anyway. I guess. I like how many Sinistea are around here. I was wondering where they were, and yeah, they're right there. I'm not sure what you need to do to get Armor Rouge, but can't be too hard to find, I guess. There's a lot to go over here. Found a Toxtricity up where Alpha Mada, I think it is. Whatever, the city on the hill after the cave. So I was thinking of using Toxtricity. Skill swap is just like in the city there. I was thinking of teaching Giga Impact, but I think I'll save that for later. I kind of implied why I'm going to use it for, but yeah. And I think, next gym battle I'll be using ground types, so I'm going to be using this Mudsdale. It's going to come in handy. It's one of quite a few ground types. Pylo Sand, or I think, a Sandy Ghast evolves into Pylo Sand, I think. Yeah, this thing. A Palo Sand, right? Palus Sand. That also has a lot of defense, so that's great. Not very fast, of course, but, take a hit, do a hit, funny thing, I caught a Salandit, but it was male. Male ones do not... Sorry. I'm having a bit of a caffeine crash and such. Also, my office, I was at work and it was cold. So I had to get a Salazzle, but you can catch them in the cave just south of the mountain here. I got Shadow Claw. Gotta go after those psychic types. And I just saved these because I was so glad I finally did it. That was a pain. You saw like the game went really slowly there. I caught a Venonat. I think that's like a little southwest of Levincia. It's like out where I caught the I think a Growlithe, a Teddiursa, Wattrel, that area. Pretty much. Well, actually, it's right next to, what's it called? The Brassius' city. The one with the windmill. So you go right past there and you'll find Venonat. And that's great. And that reminds me, I should have held off on that gym challenge until I got Venonat. And this thing, a poison type. I got I'm trying to mix and match, trying to figure out, I had to put together a good team, so I'm catching all these poison types, because that's what I'm going for, and I guess as you can see in the video description title, I'm only using poison types, and you'll see how that works. So I got a Grafaiai, that's pretty good, I guess, hit something fairly hard. Oh yeah, this is how I evolved my, Charcadet. You could see it. It's the little black and red thing above my Skiddo. I guess that's my shiny Skiddo. Very nice. I'm very glad to get two shinies, and both pretty good Pokemon. And not overpowered, mind you, but pretty good. And they got some skills. And this thing will definitely have some skills as well, being a ghost type. And this too, Revavroom, you see it a lot, but it is a good Pokemon in its own right, so I'm using it. I'll use it for the Elite Four, that is. I kind of used it, I think. Yeah, I used it for Mela for a couple of screeches, or 1 or 2 screeches. Bug Buzz is a great move. I'm surprised that you can just learn it right out the gate for Venonat. I guess that makes it a great Pokemon for Brassius, come to think of it. I used a Mint. I think that boosts speed and reduces defense, I think, or special defense. Will I need it? Maybe. Struggle Bug. I used a TM for that. Gonna use that. Evolve that traded thing. And I just like how the Sawsbuck and Deerling sit down. I think that's cute. So, oh yeah, it's showing off TMs. Still not teaching Giga Impact. I guess I will eventually teach it, but I am teaching Thief. I'm gonna need a good strong move for the first Pokemon that Tulip has. So, here is the team. Grafaiai here is gonna just do some damage. It's pretty fast, so that's good. We got Struggle Bug and Bug Buzz, and oh, I'm gonna be using Toxic. I'm gonna be using Poison Strats again, so look forward to that. So I named my Revavroom Emergikins. I'll probably maybe change that, maybe just to Revrykins or something. I'm doing this naming scheme because, of course, the Haunter Gengar that I got traded has to be called Hauntykins, so I'm just going by that naming scheme. I'm not one to shirk consistency, you know? I like to be consistent. But Emergikins is just in case of emergency. I mean, for a poison type, it's great, you know? Like, got that steel typing. It can take, like, 1 or 2 psychic moves. And I think it's called Shift Gear. It's one of those attack boosting moves. So, of course, that's great. And it also boosts speed. So, you know, if I'm, bringing up the effort values for that thing, I don't need to bother with speed. I can just take 1 turn to do that. Have some effort values for attack, and that thing is ready to roll, ready to bash some heads in, and with a poison jab and Iron Head. Granted, they're not great moves, but they're decent, you know. And really, with 1 or 2 boosts of attack, that's all you really need, you know. So here's Tulip. she's a busy woman. She might be. I guess she's one of my favorites. I like her attitude. I probably like Brassius more than her, mostly because Brassius says avant-garde, which is funny. But Tulip, she's fun, Of course, pretty, and she's got these butterfly wings. I guess she's the first fashion model. Not the first model in general. The first makeup model, I guess. Gym leader. Because we had Elisa in the fan favorite Pokemon Black and White. I'm looking forward to the remakes of those coming out, I guess in 3 years. Okay, and now I am in a new recording. So where were we? Okay, the battle. So that Zen Headbutt did not hurt too much, which is kind of surprising. I thought that Grafaiai was kind of frail, but I mean, hey, you know what? I'll take it. Do another Thief. That's pretty good. Get it low health. 1 more hit will do it. I don't even need to use, I was kind of planning on using U-turn originally, but then I thought, you know what, I better go for a stronger move. because this thing, Farigiraf is pretty tough. I could have gone for Struggle Bug. I figured, might as well go with some Flare. I don't know if I mentioned, but it's great that Venonat pretty much starts off with Bug Buzz as a relearnable move. That's great. Did I? Oh no. Okay. So I'm gonna use a very powerful strategy, but I was unable to because that Farigiraf is a physical attacker. So what I'm trying to do here is weaken the special attack. I'm going for strong moves. Want to, you know, make it an easier thing for my next Pokemon. So Venomoth did a pretty good job, you know, 1 for 1 pretty much. So here's a strategy you might as well get used to, because I think I'm going to be using it a lot. Oh yeah. So the thing about Clodsire is that it's a special tank. You might have noticed it has a lot of special defense, quite a lot of HP, so even a critical hit, which by the way bypassed the special defense drops. Like I was actually planning on like putting up the toxic spikes and then doing a poison jab to knock out the Gardevoir. But you know what? I think this will work. It's a kind of low health, and I think a good, with this, I figured a good ghost attack will probably finish it off. Just checking to see. Gengar is much better at special attack than physical attack. I thought that maybe Gardevoir might have more special defense than physical defense, but you know what, I kind of doubt that, so this works anyway. So, let me introduce you to a strategy I'm gonna use again, but only like once, pretty much, probably, maybe a few more times. Poison Hex. As you may know, Hex is double damage when your opponent has a status condition. Not confusion or infatuation, one that you actually see on its status screen. You know, poison, paralysis, sleep, burn. I think I don't know if I used it with burn. Maybe once. I don't know. I've recorded a lot in advance, by the way. I'm actually recording my voice now after getting past all of the different type challenges, like all the way, like all the Team Star, gym leaders, Titans, all that stuff. Granted, there are rematches. I'm not sure when they show up, like what milestone I have to get past. I'll do the Pokemon League first before the other like story finishers, just because like the levels kind of go for that first, like the level caps go for that first. So Florges over here, that is a special tank. I mean, it seems to be the case, which is totally fine. I got back up. And it turns out I didn't need like the other backup, my Revivrin. Don't worry, I'll use it later, but for now I want to give my Salazzle some spotlight. It's nice and fast, it's got plenty of moves, anyone would do, but I use a TM to teach its Shadow Claw, so I figured I might as well use that. But I could have gone for like Venoshock for just the humiliation or whatever, but whatever. It's done. Tulip is defeated with only poison types. Now granted, you know, I went for Hex, but I mean, I only hexed, well, 3 of her Pokemon. You know, technically, on a technicality, I did a sort of challenge. Yeah, she'll work on herself, for sure, I guess. I don't know what she means. I'm sure, I mean, you know, we're gonna have like rematches. Basically, you beat the Pokemon League, and I think after that, then Gita, I think her name is, the one with the big long hair. She says that you have to fight him. You can fight him again for evaluation. Like, okay. Yes, busy woman indeed. Plenty of photo shoots and whatever else. You know, maybe she does the business herself. You don't know. You don't know what people do. You know, people like there's like small business people. They do the business. They handle like the stuff coming in. They handle the customers. All some people do a lot of things. You know. Come to think of it, it sounds kind of fun, but that's not exactly something I can do at the moment. Maybe in the future. But in any case, we have these two Elite Four members. Poppy is here. She's a girl, and I forget her name. I didn't. Rika. Rika is here, and she's a woman, and I think she said that she's pretty, which, I mean, yeah, I do agree.